Hey guys, Daj here, and I am bringing you a new edition in our Casual Gamer for Plague Inc. It is a very interesting title, and it is cross-platform for iOS, Android, Windows, you name it. It's on it. And it is a fantastic little game. It is simply a map where you create a disease. You take the disease and morph it as much as you can in order to annihilate the planet. It is delightfully dark. And we're just going to play the main game really quickly here. There's also, it had a sponsoring thing with the one of the Planet of the Apes releases, so the Simian Flu is available. So we're just going to go ahead and, I don't know, rapidly, you get to pick what kind you have. Neurax worm. These are all unlocked. You beat the game by different things and then get them that way. So you can tell I've played this a few times. But you start with the original plague, which is just bacteria, and it gives you a neat little look at what each of them look like. That one's kind of cool. I like that one. It's neat. Parasites, you name it. So we're going to start with the bacteria. The new following gene has been discovered. A creationist. Neat. And these are little bonuses that you could use. So an ATP boost, you get bonus DNA at the beginning. A Darwinist, it increases the chance of plague mutating. This decreases it, and this makes your plague harder to cure. And we're gonna actually Darwinist. I like mutating plagues. It's like a quick bonus. It gives you like some extra abilities and stuff. So we're gonna do Aerocyte, and then we get bonuses in obviously rural environments. So we're just going to do casual because this is, of course, the casual gamer. And I don't know, exploding rabies. Why not? So, welcome. You are a new bacteria. To win, you must evolve and spread across the world, wiping out all humans in the ultimate plague. Select a start location. You start in the country that you want when you click on it, and I like to personally start in some of the super populated areas that have connections to the rest of the world. So, I mean, Great Britain is a good one, but you start on an island, so you have to be careful with that. I personally like India. India is a good start point, and you pop the bubbles. And on a touch screen, you can see how easy this is. You just tap it, and that would open you up. And you can see there is boats and planes and all sorts of things, and we have one infected person, no one killed. We're going to go over to our disease, and we're going to evolve a little. It gives you a nice graph, tells you when you started, what you are, how complex, how many infections, and you have to be careful with this trend here, right? Because if your lethality goes up way too high, you'll kill your people before you can infect more people. And the severity gets too high, then they get on you and they try and cure you even faster. So you have to find a nice balance. Symptoms is good. This ups your, it'll show you here, you get a little how infectious the disease is, and it gives you a boost as such with each one. So coughing's a good one. Coughing is always a good one. In high density urban areas, which we're in. A rash is good. I think coughing is really where it's at. And for the price, it costs 4 DNA points. So we're going to do that. And then we can't really afford anything else. Those are 10. Oh, here we go. And what's this? Bacterial resilience. So that protects against climates and stuff like that. So that's good. We have successfully evolved exploding rabies. If you have spent DNA points, and yeah, so basically just what I said. So we have to wait, and it's going to infect a little. And think what would happen in real life. It's a very realistic model of the world, so you gotta be strategic about it, right? And then you can increase how infectious you get, and you can't really do too much until you start really infecting more people. There we go. And I like to keep it on the medium one, and then if you see down here, we keep getting more and more. So there we go. Orange bubbles to get DNA points. You pop them, and then you get some extras. So we're going to make us a little more, I don't know, we're transmission. Here we go. So this is arid and plains. So that's good, especially in humid environments. Rats are good. Urban regions, and I think it helps you for ships. So if you put it in rats, then they get onto ships, and then they infect the ships and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and get back to our screen. Country information, and it'll tell you if the country's arid or dry. Well, dry is arid, and then cold. There you go. We've infected hundreds. And there we go. Now that we have more people, it's infecting at a faster and faster rate. So what we need to do is get over to some planes. We want it to be on planes and stuff like that, and boats. So we're going to do some water, because India is... There we go. Thousands of people are being infected faster and faster. So look at that. We're jumping up. 12, 16, 21. Spreads to Pakistan. That's what we want. We need to spread to other countries. You spread to more countries. But you can't go too crazy, because you don't want... There you go. Mass panic over 3D printed robotic juicer. New robotic juicer banned in 17 countries after a UN report highlighted its profoundly disturbing behavior. Authorities trying to restrict access to the CAD file. I'm sure that's a reference to something, but I don't actually... I don't get it yet. So... Oh, there we go. And we are in the UK, which is great. And then the UK will allow us to easily spread to more infectious than TB. And it just keeps throwing this stuff at you, right? There we go. Infecting more countries. And this is it. So you just got to be careful. More infectious than HIV. So we probably are getting some attention by now, but we are spreading to countries that are really isolated. So, insomnia. Okay, so let's check exactly what that did for us. So we got the insomnia, and it makes people irritable and less productive, which is alright. We're not too crazy yet. The infectivity is good. We may want to bring it up a little bit, but we're actually doing really well right now. So I think that using our DNA points to get into these different areas, because each of these helps you hit different places. So I think we just got the states there. Yeah, perfect. We want Iceland and Greenland. Those ones are, and Madagascar. I find those ones are really hard to get. And if you're gonna... Oh, India starts working a cure. Alright. Well, no one's dying yet, so they're not super motivated as of yet. But they will be. So you just gotta keep an eye. And the trick is to keep your infection going well until you basically... Hold on. Holy crap. Boy, are we working well. Pneumonia. Okay, so that's a serious one, and we don't want that. We don't want pneumonia yet. But our lethality isn't bad, so you know what? We're gonna keep it for now. We're gonna move our transmission to birds. And then we need cold. We need cold resistance. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then heat resistance. And for this, basically increases it in like first world countries. It helps spread to these countries. So we're going to wait and use once we get one more point, which we already have, I believe. There we go. And then we're going to hit this one as well. Hopefully this will get us into the Norwegian countries. There we go. Madagascar. Good. That's what we wanted. And we want to get to Greenland. And we need to get up here. That's what we need. And our cure rate is so far still at 0 because we're not killing anyone yet. Got a rash symptom. That seems to be alright. And I think we might need to go in for the cold again. So we need to bring up our cold resistance to get into the far north countries. And there we go. And you know, we're gonna go all in on environmental hardening. And there we go. We got into Sweden. They have some of the best healthcare in the world. There we go. Iceland, come on. Greenland. Greenland? Anybody? Come on. You can get to Greenland. Okay, so our severity's still medium. And we're getting these free... There we go. So if we go here, and we go back to the world, it shows us what's infected. And every country and state is infected. So that is phenomenal. So now that everything's shut down, that's fine, because you know what, it's time to start killing some folk. So we're gonna go ahead, and what do we got? That is a rash symptom. If we get into here, and we could just drastically increase our severity, and we're gonna keep this up. So we're gonna start killing some people. I think that is all we need for now, so we're gonna start taking out some people. And watch our 581. The first death from exploding rabies has been confirmed in Zimbabwe, and there we go. You see that climbing up there? And hopefully we're not gonna lose everyone too quickly. Sweden needs... Okay, there we go. So I think we're in the clear. Sweden is filling up. Everyone's filling up. Killed more than the Black Death. We are winning, my friends. We are winning. Killed more than the Spanish flu. There we go. Sweden is done, and we're only at 17%. Brazil is leading the cure effort. Well, I don't really see that happening, but hey, a good way to take out... There we go. We'll evolve that. Evolve that. And there we go. We just took out a bunch. And if you click the blue ones, then they can't fight you as bad. So here we are. In the world, our black is our death numbers. Everything's breaking down. Oh yeah, surprise. The Middle East is breaking down. Yeah, that's surprising. And here we go. The entire world's infected, and this is our win bar right here. We're coming down to it. And exploding rabies genes manipulated. Scientists have introduced synthetic genes into exploding rabies. Hopefully this will help the cure efforts. So that basically gave their cure a boost, which we could do. We could counteract with this. So we want them to be less effective at making their cure, and we brought it down about 10% there if you saw it. Paralysis. Oh, that's fantastic. And Brazil is going to be useless real soon. Central Asia is in anarchy. And here we go. We have 40 million left in the planet, and this is it. Oh wait, sorry, in Brazil, on the planet. Wow. Okay, so Brazil is about done, and as soon as the Walking Dead system combo are causing people to walk around with gray and tiredness. Scientists working on a cure. That's kind of cool. It does have references to like social sort of pop shows and stuff right now. So we have 500 million people left in the planet, and boy, are they not going to make it. Sorry, Brazil. And 9 million people left in Brazil. Let's come on, count down with me. 260, 50, 40 million? Huh? Anybody else? What countries are dead right now? If you go, you could actually see Russia is gone. 97% of the world's population is dead. Wow. That is a lot. And it's just basically all the countries have just a little bit of people left. So we're down to 100 million people. Yes, exploding rabies will end you all. And you notice how the cure effort stopped basically once Brazil broke down into anarchy. Then whatever's going on for a cure basically just bites it at that point, which, you know, makes sense. The work on a cure would drastically slow down if society collapsed. So we're going to sit and wait out the timer here, and we have 20 million people left on the planet. We go in. Oh, almost 100%. 7 billion people killed so far. And that's really how you want to do it. Now, keep in mind, this game does get very hard, but this is just a quick indie look, right? I didn't want to get too deep into it because you get into a long game, and it's going to last you quite a while. If it's something you guys want to see, I could definitely put up a few extra, but what you see is what you get. We are victorious. We have obliterated the planet, and it's just a fun little time waster. If you want it on your phone, you want it on your tablet, stuff like that, it's nice and cheap, perfect for the casual gamer. And there's not really much more to be said as we watch the last people on the planet falling off. All I could say is thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, slap the like button. And if you want to hang out day to day, just hit that sub. And I hope to see all you guys in the next video. Until then, cheers.